Why businesses lose leads? The answer to this question is not that their product is bad, and not even that the leads are bad, but just because they don't follow up fast enough. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you step by step how you can build your first AI automation system that's gonna answer to your leads in less than 1 minute. Before we start, my name is Brando Campagna. I'm an aspiring entrepreneur from Italy, now living in LA. On this channel, I'm gonna share content for entrepreneurs that wanna leverage their business using AI, and also for passionate people that wanna learn more about this amazing technology that's changing our life and businesses. Let's start building. All right, so we are on make.com. This is the workflow that we're going to build today. First of all, make.com, it's a workflow builder. So it's a platform where we can connect modules and to create workflow. The system that we're going to build today is a lead inbound qualification system. So the first problem that we're going to solve is that many times, if you're an entrepreneur, if you have a business, you can see that not all the leads that you receive, for example, from a form, they are actually potential customer. Sometimes they are out of budget. Sometimes they ask for something that we don't sell. So that's why we have this system. So this system can qualify them based on our variables that we're gonna just tell to Airtable. And if the lead is qualified, it's gonna receive an email instantly from the system, and a message is gonna be sent from the system to our internal sales team or marketing team from Slack, notifying them that we have a new lead called name, last name from this company with this budget. You guys can't see any ChatGPT AI, any AI services like ChatGPT or Claude, because in this workflow we have AI, but the AI that we're using, it's already built in Airtable. So Airtable has an AI tools that we can use to qualify the lead, and then if the lead is qualified, Airtable is going to trigger, so it's going to start all the process. Then, as I said before, we're going to finish with an email sent to our lead and a message sent to our sales team. So let's start building. First of all, you just click left bar, scenarios, click create scenario, top right. So now you can see this dashboard in front of you. First step is going to be to search for Tally on Google. So we are on Tally, this is the dashboard, and we're gonna click new form. How do we want this form to be called? I just call it how can we help you. Press enter from scratch, and then plus, and then here we have to choose how we want the answer to be. In this case, I'm asking for a name, so I need a short answer. Short answer also for last name, and then we are asking for an email, phone number, but company name, so short answer. We want to know where our lead is from, and then number, because we are asking for the budget. Lastly, long answer. Tell us more about what you need. Okay, great. So the form is completed. We top right publish button here, publish. We receive a link. We can copy and paste the link on Google search bar to see if it's working. It's working, it's already online. This is the form. Great, we go back and we just hit plus. We can open a new Google page, and then we just... Okay, so this is the Airtable dashboard that you're gonna see after logging in. It's free. Also make.com, guys, is totally free. You can use it instantly. So this is the dashboard that you're gonna see on Airtable, and you just click on build an app on your own. You're gonna see the spreadsheet. We're gonna rename the spreadsheet with a new name. I'm gonna rename it lead base dot. And then what we're gonna do is to rename every section with the same name that we use in our form. So name, and then here is gonna be single line text, last name. As before, we're gonna choose the nature of each answer. So in this case, we need an email, and we label it as email. And then phone number, so edit field. Phone number, edit field. In this case, we need the company name, so single light text. Great. Can delete this section because it's useless. Okay. And then we need currency for the budget. And then we need a long text for notes. Then another section, created time, and we're gonna call it created on. Okay, great. So after creating this section, we're gonna open this chat with the AI. As I told you before, we're gonna use the AI built inside Airtable. We're gonna ask the AI to create two sections for us. One is gonna be called qualified, one is gonna be called message. And these sections are gonna be very useful because the AI built inside the section is gonna detect if the leads that are coming from the form are actually qualified or not qualified. And if they are qualified, it's gonna create a message that then we're gonna send to the Slack team. So this is the first message that I copy and paste to the chat. I'm gonna upload a document. I'm gonna leave a link in the description that you can click and you can find a document with all the information needed to build this workflow today. This is an easy prompt. Just create an AI field called qualification that sets the lead as qualified or not qualified based on whether the budget field is greater than or equal to $10,000. Let's see what happened. All right, so here you can see that we have a new section. If we click on edit field, we can see that this section has a prompt built in. So this section is going to use this prompt. You are a lead qualification expert responsible for assessing leads based on the provided budget value. He has a task and he has an output. So choose the single option that best matches whether the lead meets the qualification criteria based on budget. So basically, if the budget is going to be equal or more than $10,000, we're going to see qualified. So before closing the dashboard, the tab, just click on automatic generation and turn it on and save. Second prompt that I'm going to paste, it's create an AI field called AI message that summarizes the lead's information for sales. So we should have now, in a few seconds, a new section appearing called AI message. Perfect. It's here. Let's see. In this case, you are a professional sales assistant tasked with quickly summarizing the information for follow-up and sales team review. You have a task and you have an output. It's a single paragraph summary in plain text. If any key information is missing, simply omit it from the summary without drawing attention to its absence. So in this case, the output is not a word, but it's a message. As before closing the tab, just remember to turn on automatic generation and save. Great. Now we have to create one last section with date that will be called contacted on. It's gonna be our output. So we create it. Then before leaving Airtable, for now, we just need to rename the table. We can rename it lead contacts dot save. And then also remember to remember the rows. So we should call them lead. Save. And for Airtable, we are done. Now we have to connect Airtable with Ottley. So the form that we created after can just send all the information instantly to Airtable. How we can do it? So we go back to the link that we got before after creating the form, and then we can hit integrations and we hit connect with Airtable. Okay, we can create a name, lead base, select a base, lead base dot that we already created. Lead context, and then we have to match each form voice with each section's name on Airtable. So name with name, last name, email is going to be with the email, phone is going to be with phone, company, and then budget, and then don't forget to add the last one. That's going to be tell us more about what you need with notes. Okay, make sure that you're going to match every word with the spreadsheet and then connect with Airtable. So we are all set. Lead base is green light, so we have connected Airtable with Ottley. So let's go back to make.com, and we are ready to build our first module. That's going to be Airtable. On make.com, every time that you select a new module, it's going to ask you what action you want that module to perform for you. So Airtable can do different things. In this particular workflow, for the first module, we need an Airtable that just watch records. So we hit watch records. I already have a connection. Every time that you connect a module on Airtable is asking for a password. The module is asking for a password to connect both of them, and this password is called token. I already connected my Airtable. If it's your first time, you just need to go back to your spreadsheet that we already built. You go top left to Airtable logo, and then top right, clicking your account, click account, and then you see this dashboard. You just scroll down till you see these APIs. You see this API section, and you click go to developer hub. You click here and you create token. Once you have your token, you just copy and paste your token, save it because you won't be able to see it again. So save it in a safe place, copy and paste it, and you're gonna see exactly what I'm seeing now. So then you just select the base that we just created, lead context, and what else? Trigger field is gonna be created on. Label field is gonna be company, and then formula is gonna be qualification equals to qualified. What does it mean? So it means that whenever this formula equals to true, Airtable is going to trigger and it's going to send all the information to the other modules. If this formula is false, so the lead is not qualified, the workflow is not going to send any information. So this is really important. We save it. We can choose from now on, and we save it. Great. So now it's time to create the second module, and it's going to be a router. Our router allow us to split the scenario into routes. Why? Because if we just leave one route, can happen that, for example, if Gmail fails, all the output is gonna fail. So we want to just minimize the risk. We want that if Gmail fails, we are still able to perform other actions. In this case, they would be just sending a Slack message, but we want to minimize the risk to protect the risk, and then so we just create two different routes. The first one is gonna be with Gmail. Gmail, send an email. Great. As before, I already created my connection with Gmail. If you use an email that doesn't have a Gmail domain, it's even better because it's gonna be way faster. But if your email is a Gmail, you just need to follow a few steps. All these steps will be in the document in my link into the description. As always, you need to have your token, your passkey, and it requires a few steps, and you can find everything in the document into the description. However, I'm already connected. You just click on to add recipient, and then we're gonna choose the email that we're gonna receive from the lead. The lead's email that's gonna be on Airtable, right? So we click on the bar, and you guys can see here that it's gonna show you Airtable watch records. That's our first module, and we just click on email. Cool. And then we scroll down, and we can see body type and body contents. And then we are gonna add a subject. So we can just write, hey, name, let's talk about your goals. This can be the subject of our email, and then here we can also add the content of our email. copy and paste the content of the email. In this case, the content I choose is this one. Hey, name, we got your request for help with company. I'd love to discuss your goals soon. Please feel free to book a call with me here. And then I also copy and paste my calendar link. If you want to create a calendar account, it's very easy. So you go to calendar, you just sign up for free. Once you sign up, you see this dashboard. I already created my meet, but you can create yours. And as you can see here, you can choose between days of the week, when you're busy, when you're not busy. You can select a location and a duration and also a title for your call, and then you just copy link and you paste it in the body of your email. So when the lead is going to receive the email back, is going to be able instantly to book a call with you. And then we hit save. So we are good for Gmail, and now we have to go for Slack. So we go search bar with Slack. That's a platform like Discord, and where you can send message to different workplace and group. I already have my workspace. I have different ones. So if you don't have a workspace, you just go up here, and you don't see it right now, but you can see a button with create a new workspace. You're gonna create a new workspace, and then great. So now we go back to to make.com, and we are ready to connect Slack. Send a message. We create a connection. Connection time is going to be Slackbot save. And we need to create a connection with the workspace that we just created. In my case, it's bees. And we allow. Okay, great. Now we select from the list public channel sales, and the text is going to be AI message. So the one that AI created for us on Airtable, and we save. Okay, nice. So after Slack, it's time to see if our workflow is working, what's working and what's not working, because we are not done yet. So we go back here, we go to share, we can copy and paste the link again. So we're gonna just fill out the form with some dummy datas. We go here, company, can create a name. Make sure that the budget that you're using here is more or equal to $10,000, so we can see if Airtable is gonna be triggered. And then you submit. And let's go back here, and we can run the scenario. We hit run once, and we can see that everything is working. Now just let me see if, yeah, we create a message. Perfect. So let's see in detail what happened. We go to Airtable back on our spreadsheet, and we can see that we have all the contact information that I just used to fill out the form. We have a message from created from the AI, Brando Campagna from Corp is a qualified lead, contact information, and it's interested, created on this date. Great. Hey, Brando, we got your request for help with Corp, and I would love to discuss your goals soon. So the email was sent, and then we go back to Slack, and here on Slack, we can see 1 minute ago sent this message. Brando Campagna from Corp is a qualified lead, but you can see that the message is a little bit messy. So we need to do something for here, because there's state, and at the year state false. So we need to clean it up a little bit. So we go back on make, and how we do it, we just create a new module here, add module, and we look for a text parser. Text parser is like a formatter, so it scans our message coming from Airtable, and it just takes the information that we actually need. So we go and we click match pattern, and from here we select a regular expression. So it's always the same, guys. If you need help with regular expression, just take a screenshot of what is in front of you and just upload it on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is gonna give you back the regular expression. In this case, I'm gonna use this regular expression, and then text, I'm gonna select the AI message from Airtable, and I save it. After checking checking if everything is running properly, now we're gonna just change the AI message with the message from the text parser as an input, and we click save. Before running the scenario, one last step is going to be to add a module here that's going to be Airtable, but in this case, not match records, but update a record, because we need to update when the email was sent in the contacted on section. So with base dot, we hit table, lead context, record ID. We can choose the ID of the lead that we're gonna receive every time, and just scroll down till you find contacted on, and you just write now and save. Okay guys, cool. Now instead of filling out the form again, I can just go back to the lead base. We can just duplicate here the lead. It's gonna be like a new input that we're gonna give to the system. So as you can see, live is creating a message, and then we go back to make.com, run the scenario, and everything is working properly. So we have the email sent, and we have a Slack message. Let's just verify that now the Slack message, it's professional. Yeah, it's clean. Brando Campagna from Corp is a qualified lead. This is his contact, and notes, and created on. So this is like a message that usually a sales representative or an SDR sends to the sales team, right? So we have an internal message 0 minutes ago. Hey Brando, we got your request. So the email was sent, and so every time that a lead is going to fill out the form, we can receive a message. We just send a message instantly to our lead and a message to our sales team. You finally build your automation system. This is a lead qualification system. Again, we're going to receive some information from a lead, and then Airtable is going to qualify if the lead is going to assess if the lead is qualified or not qualified. If it's qualified, this system is going to send instantly an email to the customer for to book a call, and then a message to our sales team, notify them that we have a new lead. All this information will be automatically stored on Airtable spreadsheet. I'm part of a community, guys. This community is the AI Automation Agency Hub. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. You can join for free. It's a school community. This video is actually inspired from what I learned in the community. There are many AI builders, AI consultants, and also just people passionate and they want to know more about AI and how to apply AI in their business, in their studies. So I invite you to join the community. I'm going to also leave a link to a document with all the information that you need to build this workflow, such as prompts or the information to connect Gmail to mail.com. Check out my next videos, because I'm gonna share with you more content about AI and new automations. And thank you for watching the video, and I'm see you in the next one.